Hey guys, welcome to Practical Chinese. 欢迎来到实用汉语. Today we're gonna do some pinyin practice. 拼音练习. So first, let's take a look at this table. And we know that in every pinyin there are three parts: initials, finals, and tones. And when initials pair with finals and plus the tones, we got the pinyin and we can pronunciate it for every word. So first, let's see this table. These are the initials. Remember still, 波、坡、摸、佛、的、特、呢、了. And these are the 6 single finals: a, w, e, u, ü. So let's see. Not every initial can pair with finals. So in this table, every dark gray blocks like this one, and this one, and this one. What does it mean? These blocks represents that these initials and finals couldn't be paired. So it means that there is no no that pair. There is no we can't do that. It doesn't make sense. And the same thing happened with like for. There is no for, no for, So we can see in this table that 波 and 坡 couldn't be paired with couldn't be paired with ü. So which initials couldn't be paired with ü? Is obviously there are so many: 波、坡、摸、佛、的、特. All these initials couldn't be paired with this ü. Which one can be paired with ü? We have told these rules of the pair in a previous video. You can take a look at that one. Ne and le could be paired with ü. So this is good. It's okay, and it does make sense. Ne and le with ü. So this is the first group of the initials. So this is the second group of the initials with the same single 6 finals. Let's see what happened here. It's obviously that all of these initials couldn't be paired with wo here. But sometimes it may seem weird because if you listen to the Chinese words, sometimes you could hear kind of the pronunciation like 锅. So doesn't it like the 歌 wo 锅? Actually, it does not 歌 wo 锅. So when we pronounce the pinyin 锅, actually we put the u between 歌 and, sorry, here is 歌 u wo 锅. See, actually there is one u between 歌 and 我. And the same thing happened with 科. We say 科 u wo 阔 呵 u wo 或. So we couldn't pair 歌 科 呵 directly with 我, but usually we put u between them. So this is the special thing with wo. And also we can see here, e and ü couldn't be paired with 歌 科 呵, these 3 initials. And also for 机器 is mo complicated. It's more simple, I have to say. It's not complicated. Sorry. And these three initials could only be paired with E and U. Yes. So we have 基一, 基一, 七. We have 西玉, xu here. This does make sense. So the last group of the initials, Z, C, S, Zh, Ch, Sh, R. And in this table, it's a little bit more funny because we can see that W, E, and U, these three finals couldn't be paired with all of these initials. And and U are safe here. And you should pay attention that U couldn't be paired with R here. So there is no R. No, it doesn't make sense. We can't pair these two letters together. So this is all of the pairing rules of the finals and initials of all of the letters. So next, I'd like to show you something about pinyin and the syllables. We all know that in each pinyin there are three parts, initials, finals, and plus the tones. But in some cases there are special ones. For example, there are some pinyin which consists only one syllable. And examples are like this. For example, we all know that is a single final, but it can be a complete pinyin with one syllable. So this Chinese word and the pinyin is only the single final and this is the Chinese word an, 安全 means safe. So this is the compound final. We all know that this is also completely pinyin for this word. And the same thing like and on. These are all the compound final. And in these pinyins, there is only one syllable in this pinyin, only final. There is no initials in this pinyin. So this is the first case. And for the second case, there are two syllables. And this is the most popular cases in all of these pinyins in Chinese words. And so it means there is one initial and one final, like 土, one initial 特 and one final 乌, 特乌土, one initial 特 and one compound final 欧, 特欧头, one initial 特 and one compound final 昂, 特昂糖. The third case is there are three syllables in a pinyin. For example, this word 亮, 了, 一, ang, 亮. So one initial 了, one single final 一, and one compound final ang. 了一 ang, 亮. The same thing with 片. One initial 坡, one single final 一 and one compound final 安, 坡一岸, 片. One initial 之, one single final 乌 and one compound final 昂, 之乌昂庄. And this is 算, one initial 思, one single final u and one compound final an, 思无暗算. So when we try to read this pinyin with 3 syllables, we must say each syllable very clearly and then pair them together. Let's do some tone practice. So I know that it's very difficult to tell the difference between the different 4 tones, and mostly like the third tone and the second tone. So let's see if you can read them correctly with the correct tone. B, B. So let's read together. More, more, pa, pa, 土，突，奴，努，了，乐，得，的，夫，妇，妈，马. So can you feel the difference between different tones? So just do some review of these 4 different tones. When they say the first tone is flat, straight, like 夫, 妈, 了, 摸. And for the second tone, is slash, like from the left down to the right up. 得, 爬, 奴, 磨. Got it? It's the same tone. And for the third one, B. So first from the left up and down, and then from down to the right up. 土，努，马. Okay, and for last one, the fourth tone, B. 怕，乐，夫. Okay? Okay, let's do some listening practice. And in this practice, I'm gonna read some pinyin, and in some of these questions, you need to put the initials, and in the others, you need to put finals, and also with the tones. So let's do this. The first one, I'm gonna say ka. Which initial is this? Ka. Yes. The initial is ke. And number 2, shu. Shu. Which one should we put here? The initial is shu. Shi. Shi wu. Shu. You got it. Number 3, I'm gonna say lü. So this is yu. Le, yu, lü. So the initial is le. Le, yu, lü. Number 4, I'm gonna say more. More. This is easy. The initial should be more. More or more. Number 5, xi. Xi. A little bit difficult. Which one? Yes, it's xi. 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 Number 6, he. He. He, he. So here we put he. Number 7, I'm gonna say 奇迹, 奇迹. So here, 七一奇迹, 七, and here is 鸡, 奇迹. You got it? Number 8, I'm gonna say 逼迫, 逼迫, 逼波一 B. So here the initial is 波, and for 破 here we've got 破 逼迫. This is difficult. Number 9, 徒步 So here 特 is obviously, and here which one? 步 Which one is 步? Here we got this. So this is the same initial. 徒步. So this is the listening practice about the initials, and let's do some practice about the finals and with the tones. So for number 10, I'd like to say now. Now. So here, which one? We've got the compound final. And now, which tone? Yes, it's the third tone on the top of a. Now. Number 11, I'm gonna say 风 风. So quickly we got this. The compound final and the tone is the first tone. We should put it on top of the only single final here. And for number 12, I'm gonna say 胖 坡. The initial is 坡 on 胖. So the final is the compound one. On 坡 on 胖. So we should put the tone on top R. Which tone is this? Yes, it's the false tone. Number 13, I'm gonna say 凉. Is there any single final or compound final pronunciation like 凉, yang? No. So what we're gonna do? We have to use the 3 syllables. Remember in the previous slides? So 了 一 ang 凉. So we must put 一 here, and we've got ang here. 了一 ang 凉. So this is the second tone. You got this? Put it on the top of R. Number 14, I'm gonna say 蹲 的 温 蹲. So which pronunciation is like 温? So 温 is the compound final. Yes. And the tone is the first one. We put it on the top of U. Number 15, I'm gonna say my. My. So this is compound final. I. And this is the false tone on the top of R. The last one I'm gonna say 漂泊 坡一 凹 漂一 here 凹 this is 凹 坡一 凹 漂 and the first tone on the top of R. 泊 漂泊 which tone? Yes, it's the second tone. And remember, there is only 波 or 泊. There is no 波 So, yes, this is the listening practice. And when you do this, you must pay attention to the different tones, different pronunciation of the initials, and the differences between the 2 syllables and 3 syllables. Okay. Yes, let's continue to do some pronunciation practice. Like this one, the first line is an. Yeah, this is the 1 syllable pinyin an with only 1 compound final. We got this an. It's like push. And this is shan, shi'an, shan. Look this picture. This is mountain, shan. This is watch. In Chinese we say 拨一敖, biao, biao. This is a sheep. And in Chinese we say 羊, yi ang, yang. And how to read this? Yes, 拨恩, ben. This is a notebook, ben. And this is a dish, right? 菜, we say 慈爱菜. And this is 心, heart, 心. This is a bear. We say in Chinese 西一翁熊, 西一翁熊. Next, this is a sky, right? The sky. In Chinese we say 特一安天. This is balls. We say 七有球, 球 is ball. This is 一安烟, yan is cigarette. This is 酒, 酒, alcohol. And this is cloud. We say in Chinese 云一文云. And this is money. In Chinese we say 钱, 七一安钱. And this is a boat. In Chinese we say 吃乌安船, chuan. This is a bed. In Chinese we say 吃乌昂床. Sorry, it got moved. 吃乌昂床. Yes, this is some pronunciation practice. And I'd like to show you some very famous and popular brand and their logo in the world, and you're gonna see how we Chinese say it. So first one is, this is hamburger, but in Chinese we say 汉堡包, 汉堡包. And this is McDonald. In Chinese we say 麦当劳, 麦当劳. This is Adidas. In Chinese we say 阿迪达斯. Quite similar, right? This is Nike. In Chinese we say 耐克. This is KFC. We say 肯德基. The last one is Coca-Cola. In Chinese we say 可口可乐. So it's funny, and it's just similar like the English name of this brand. Okay, lastly, I'd like to show you some neutral tones, and let's do some practice. 桌子, 房子, 椅子, 柜子. So notice there is a z, z, z here. And 桌子, 房子, 椅子, 柜子, all of these are furnitures in the house. And when we want to put this attention or want to stress the first word. We put the stress on the first word, and is the pronunciation like 桌子, but we don't say 桌子, because actually the original pronunciation is the third tone, 子, but we put the stress on the first word. Also, we have 他们 they, 人们 people, 我们 we, 弟弟. So these are the pronouns. And also we want to put the stress on the first word and to emphasize the first word. Just like the stress in the English sentence. I'm going to do something. So this is a pace and the stress in each pronunciation of the phrase or in a sentence. 衣服，儿子，认识，先生，朋友，晚上，漂亮。So, in all of these words, the pronunciation put the stress on the first word, and it's like decent spoken Chinese. Yes, this is a little bit difficult for you, but if you got the spoken if you practice more and listen more, you can got this rule of the spoken Chinese, and it just sounds like decent. Okay, got it? So this is all of this today's video about the pinyin practice. Thank you for your listening, and 再见。